few days ago, I found the following video.
20 years of your life is spent just scrolling on your phone?
Looking at your phone. It'll be about, for most of us, 20 years on average.
And this is not the first video I've seen that basically describes how technology transforms us into zombies, but this one really hit me hard. Between 15 and 20 years, we are looking at our phone screens. That's just mental. If you think about it, if you have a daily screen time between 4 and 6 hours, it's a quarter of your lifetime. It's way too much. And I mean, even if the number is not accurate and you have a little bit less, we all know we are spending way too much time looking on our phone screen, scrolling from video to video, looking what other people do. People we mostly don't even know and probably never going to meet. It actually just doesn't make a lot of sense. But we're all in there, and this is why I came today to this beautiful park, because I wanted to disconnect a little bit and talk about my phone addiction, because I'm addicted to my phone. It's a harsh truth, and you are probably too. For example, when was the last time you spent, let's say, 3 hours engaged in one single activity without checking your phone? Look at your phone and see how many times did you unlock your phone today and how many hours of usage do you have in total already at this moment in time. I don't know if it's afternoon when you're watching this or in the evening, but have a look and think a little bit about it, if it's normal or how your life was before you had this little device that is distracting us from everything we want to do. And I get it, many of you are going to say, well, I work with my phone, so it's normal that I have the high amount of hours using my phone. And I absolutely believe you. But is it normal that we never take a break from this little device and switch it off and just be present and engaged in the activity we are doing, or, you know, just be with ourselves, with our thoughts and everything that is happening in this very moment, and not like always like escaping reality, taking our phones out of our pocket and just checking messages or notifications? Is that really normal? Nowadays we can do everything with our phones, and this is both a blessing but as well a curse. I mean, it's very convenient. We can work, we can buy stocks, we can book a trip, we can like talk with anyone from all over the world. We can even like turn us into millionaires using our phones. But there's no limit anymore, and this all comes with the huge costs. And this is exactly that we are not in control anymore of our attention and our focus. And I get a solution here is moderation, but the difficult thing is, or the hard thing for us as humans, we're very bad at moderation. We really lose control. It really is serious. I don't want to sound super dramatic or something, but like going to the metro or wherever you go, look even like on people walking on the streets, they're just looking on your fucking phone. They're not even like looking what's in front of them. And I'm not here today or filming this today to tell you that you should delete your social media, even though honestly I think it would be the best for your mental health. But I, for example, I still have Instagram. I have the app mostly deleted on my phone, so I'm not checking it as much. Sometimes I enter with the browser, but then it's much less. And I really notice a difference, you know? If I don't use it for a few days, I really notice that I have more space of mind, you know? I'm in a better mood. If you look what other people do, we're still comparing ourselves with them. I think it's just human. I don't know if we can really avoid this. So best is not to look at it and just look on yourself, what you are doing and how you're doing what you're doing. Are you really present while you're doing it? Or are you just like half in, half focused? Half your energy is in there, half your effort. And you notice a difference. I think it makes a huge difference in our lives. If you're like committed and really like focused. I just think it's very important that we are aware of how much external factors influence the state of our minds. We just can't concentrate. How many people are watching a movie, and while watching a movie they're on the phones? And I'm like, why are you watching the movie? I was like, yeah, well, I'm still listening to the movie, but like, are you really getting what's happening in the movie right now? You know, are you really engaged? For example, this week I tried to prepare a new video for this channel, but obviously after work I'm very exhausted. My mental energy is not the same the moment I get up in the morning, so it's already drained. But instead of like focusing on the work I wanted to do, I was distracting myself, browsing through the internet. I was laying in bed, scrolling through my phone, texting my friends. Because obviously it's way more relaxing than doing work. But is it really relaxing? Do we really recharge our energies while scrolling through our phones? You know, getting input all the time? I doubt it. I really doubt it. Afterwards, just like that, when I was laying in bed, boom, 2 hours passed. And the consequence is that we usually feel empty and miserable. And let me tell you something, for many of us, this is the #1 reason why we are not achieving our goals and get the life we want. Because we are not doing the things we need to do to get there, because we're always distracting ourselves. And many of us are not even noticing this. Today I've come to this park to disconnect a little bit, and I didn't look at my phone since I've got here. So this is now, I don't know, 1.5 or 2 hours ago. And yeah, truth to be told, I feel kind of a sense of peace. It's actually that kind of peace that we knew how to access, but kind of lost the ability to access it because of the advancement of the technology during the last more or less 2 decades. The world is here, not on our phones. The world is when you put your phone down and notice how you actually feel. When there's no escape route and where you can see every detail in the things that are surrounding you. This is the world we live in, and we lose connection to it. And that makes me think. It makes me worry a little bit as well, because we lose presence. And without being present, we are not experiencing our lives most sweetly and fully. And this makes me very sad, because our time here is limited. And isn't that the best reason to be fully in the here and now?